Hello, my name is Stanislav Glazov, and I'm media artist and educator, and I developed the course How to Touch, and then it became the educational institution. Precisely 2 years ago, I offered 3 of my students to join the team. I would say today is the birthday of our school, and because of that, I want to tell you a bit of my story. I started to teach 2001. Since then, I turned a lot of different professions and software, and I started to teach Houdini around 2008. And I was actually first guy in Russia in that time who, instead of opening the command prompt and writing some code for half an hour, made a course which was announced as Houdini is a simple for the artist, because it's actually simple. And I found a way how I can explain the complex procedural workflow and mentality to the people without technical background. And I am actually also without technical background. I only made the art education, and everything else I learned by myself. That is particularly my target. I started the school because I want to bring the people inspiration, and I have a talent to explain things very deeply and simple in the same moment. So I bring you the structure of thinking instead of doing some tutorials. And currently we're starting again the curatorial version of our course, and I will shortly explain what is that. That is very specific course. After I started to work with Touch Designer 2012, in some moment I realized that actually I still using Houdini a lot to work together with Touch Designer to prepare stuff, to exchange data, etc., etc. Anyway, in Touch Designer we're missing a lot of modeling possibilities, for example. Then I was doing one of my first advanced courses in Amsterdam, 2016. There I first started to think about to join Houdini to the program. I was invited to Wrocław to that place where Zbigniew Rybczynski was working, one of my favorite film directors. And they guys there had a huge old school motion control system. So they wanted to implement real-time possibilities of Touch Designer with traditional way of doing 3D stuff. And there, first time offline, I made Houdini with Touch Designer in the same moment, and I realized that it's actually very, very efficient because you just save a lot of time. Two programs is simple, similar, and different. So if you learn them parallel, you catch the both things together. Because of that experience, I came to idea someday to make this workshop, and during COVID, unfortunately, I had time. I made one big project where I refreshed my Houdini experience, and after that, I sat and I spent actually almost 4 years doing that concept almost full time. What does it mean? I still recording new lessons, I updating old lessons, I rebuilding program, I research how people understand what they're learning and restructuring the order of the lesson to make a better dramaturgy, to make a better following and motivation during the training. So currently it's became a huge thing, actually almost like academic education. We have 8.5 months of materials, or in other words, it's around 120 hours of recordings, plus project files, etc., etc. And it's not only about Houdini and Touch Designer. We also learning Ableton, Bitwig, Python programming, Substance Designer, and recently I finally finishing the part of the course which was designed like Target. That was integration both from Houdini and Unreal, Houdini and Touch Designer to the Unreal Engine. So very soon the courses will be completely complete. And now you have a chance to join the group. And what is cool there, basically, I want to say something important. My target is not to make the education. My target is to find the interesting personalities and support them. So currently, our possibilities to support are not so big, but we're starting to make events. I think to organize some residence in Berlin. So it's more like just teaching touch design. So thank you for being with me and supporting me. I also need support, and soon you will see more detailed explanation what we have in the How to Touch program.